Hi, Silverdale leaders. Miss Griffith here. I am here for you today with a reading lesson. I am going to continue to use the Sunday reading kit. So this video will be somewhat similar to the videos that I have taken previously. However, it is a new lesson, so it will be different just in a few ways. The first portion of the lesson is to read sounds. So I would hold up these sound cards and I would ask the learner to make the sound that this letter or letters represent. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to hold up the sound card and then I'm also going to be the one making the sound. K. Ooh. K. A. N. P. D. Z. T. F. G. A. J. A. X. V. B. E. E. Now that I have read sounds or read the sounds of the sound cards, the next portion of the lesson is to spell sounds. So in the classroom setting, this would look like myself as the teacher dictating sounds to the learner, and they would be responsible for repeating that sound that I'm making and then writing the letter that represents that sound. They can write it, or they would normally write it on a dry erase board, but you could absolutely have them write it on a piece of paper at home if you are following along with the video. A. I. D. I. Z. A. Now, as I was progressing through making those sounds, I realized that I may not have made the sound for the E as clear as I wanted to. So when I go back over the sounds, I am going to try to make that sound a little bit better, a little more clear for my learners at home. A. I. D. I. Z. Ah. So once again, we were able to spell sounds, and that is beneficial for any reader, and it works on their listening ability and their ability to tie sounds with letters that represent them. The next portion of the lesson is to read words. So what I'm going to do is I am going to hold up some flashcards, and the flashcards for today are all going to work with the short E sound. In the classroom setting, I would hold up the flashcard and let one child read it at one time so I can really focus on hearing them pronounce it correctly. For the purpose of this video, I am going to make the sounds say the word myself. Jet, den, pen, met, get, fed, men, pet, red, wet, bet, net, bed, vet, less, tell, web, led, set, peg, leg, yes, 10, beg, yet, let, mess. Now we have completed reading sounds, spelling sounds, and reading words. So the next portion of the lesson is going to be for the learner to practice spelling words. So how this works in the classroom setting is that I would dictate a word to the learner and they would be responsible for writing that word and writing the sounds they hear in that word. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to say the word and then I'm also going to write the word. Because I focused on that short E sound for the reading words, I'm also going to focus on the short E sound for spelling words today. Met, fed, bed, red, Now, if your learner has problems or difficulty writing down the sounds they hear when you say a word, it may be beneficial to break it down one sound at a time. So if I said the word set, and maybe my learner wrote ZT for the word set, I might slow it down a little bit and make one sound at a time. So I would say, S. What letter makes that sound? Hopefully the learner would write an S. I would then say, Eh. What letter makes that sound? Hopefully the learner would write an E. T. What letter makes that sound? And then hopefully the learner would write the T, and then they have worked their way through correctly spelling the words after you spent a little more time on each sound and broke it down a little further for them. That is just one example of an error correction you can do with your learner if it's necessary. Now, after dictating words to your learner, you can dictate sentences to your learner. For the purpose of this video, I'm not going to, but whatever sound, whatever letter sounds and structure of words that you're working with, you would want to feature that in any sentences that you're asking your learner to write based on what they hear. Now, we have spelled sounds, read sounds, spelled words, and read words. So now the next portion of the lesson is going to be to read aloud. And for the purpose of this video, I have a sentence strip here in with my Sunday kit, and I'm going to be the one reading the sentences. Having students practice reading the words at the word level is very beneficial, but you would also want the students to be able to put words into the sentences and have students read sentences and text with some fluency. So this is a good way to practice that. I'm going to start at the top. This sentence strip is directly aligned with this lesson, so the purpose of it is to work on sounds and words that we've been practicing with, so it's not necessarily asking the students to practice something that they're not familiar with. Tell the dog not to yip. Max can see a red van. Did Dad say yes to him? Bess ran and ran. That's your reading lesson for today. Thanks, leaders. Love you and miss you.